The Rabbit and the Tortoise. Once upon a time, in a vast green forest surrounded by rolling hills, sparkling rivers, and towering trees, there lived a rabbit named Ricky. Ricky was not just any ordinary rabbit. He was known throughout the forest for his incredible speed. From the tiniest field mouse to the largest elephant, every animal had heard stories of Ricky's unmatched swiftness. The rabbit himself took great pride in this. Every morning, as the sun painted the sky with shades of gold and crimson, Ricky would hop to the riverbank, race along the forest trails, and show off his speed to anyone who cared, or didn't care, to watch. "I am the fastest animal in the entire forest," Ricky would boast loudly to any creature who passed by. "No one can beat me. No one ever will." The forest animals, while impressed, were sometimes annoyed by Ricky's constant boasting. "He is always bragging," said Leo, the wise old lion. "He must learn that arrogance can lead to trouble." Not far from where Ricky lived, in a small burrow beneath an old oak tree, lived Timmy, a gentle tortoise. Timmy was small, slow, and calm. Unlike Ricky, Timmy never boasted about his abilities. He enjoyed the quiet of the forest, the gentle rustling of the leaves, and the warm sunlight that touched his shell every morning. Timmy believed in moving through life steadily and patiently, knowing that one step at a time was the way to achieve any goal. One bright morning, Ricky was once again hopping along the forest trail, showing off his speed to a group of squirrels. He zipped past them so quickly that their tiny tails twitched in surprise. The squirrels chattered among themselves. "He is really fast, but he is also so proud. I wish he could learn some humility." Timmy, walking slowly along the same trail while collecting some fresh leaves for his breakfast, overheard Ricky's boasting. The tortoise stopped and looked up at the rabbit. "Ricky," Timmy said politely, "you are indeed fast, but remember, speed alone does not guarantee victory in all things." Ricky twitched his long ears and laughed. "Victory? My dear Timmy, I am the fastest in the forest. There is no need to remind me. No one can ever beat me, not even you." Timmy, smiling gently, replied, "Perhaps speed is important, but patience and consistency are just as important. If you truly believe in your abilities, why don't we have a race?" The forest fell silent. All the animals had never imagined that a tiny tortoise would dare challenge Ricky, the fastest rabbit in the forest. "A race?" said Leo, raising an eyebrow. "This should be interesting." Ricky burst into laughter. "A race with you? That's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard. But fine, if you insist, I accept your challenge." The animals quickly agreed to organize the race. They chose a long path that started at the edge of the forest, passed through the flower-filled meadows, and ended near the sparkling river at the other side of the forest. The starting line was drawn, and the finish line was marked with a ribbon tied between two trees. All the animals gathered to watch, curious and excited about this unusual contest. Ricky, with his ears standing tall and chest puffed out, prepared to dash as soon as the race began. Timmy, the tortoise, moved slowly to the starting line, determined but calm. The wise old owl hooted thrice to signal the beginning of the race. "Ready, set, go!" As expected, Ricky shot forward like a streak of lightning. His feet barely touched the ground as he raced down the path, leaving a cloud of dust behind. The animals gasped in awe, and some whispered among themselves, "There's no way Timmy can catch up. He's far too slow." Timmy, however, started walking steadily, one slow step after another. Slow and steady, he murmured to himself, one step at a time. After running a short distance, Ricky, confident of his imminent victory, glanced back and saw Timmy moving slowly far behind. He smirked. "This race is already mine. I have plenty of time to rest." With that, Ricky found a shady tree along the trail, stretched out under its cool shade, and soon fell asleep. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves above, and Ricky's chest rose and fell with a contented rhythm as he dreamed of his certain victory. Meanwhile, Timmy continued his journey, step by slow step. He did not hurry, nor did he falter. The sun moved higher in the sky, birds chirped overhead, and the forest was alive with its usual sounds. Timmy, focused on his goal, ignored all distractions. He carefully avoided a small puddle on the path, ducked under low branches, and navigated around stones. Though the path was long and tiring, he remained determined. Hours passed. Ricky, still asleep, had no idea that time was slipping away. The shadows lengthened, and the sun began to descend toward the horizon. Timmy, undeterred by fatigue, pressed on, each step bringing him closer to the finish line. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity to the animals watching, Timmy approached the ribbon marking the finish line. With a final, determined push, he stretched his little legs and crossed it. The animals erupted in cheers. Timmy did it! Timmy won! Ricky woke up with a start, yawning and stretching. "Time for me to finish the race," he thought. But as he looked ahead, his eyes widened in disbelief. There, standing victoriously with a proud but humble smile, was Timmy the tortoise. Ricky felt a wave of embarrassment and shame wash over him. All his boasting, all his pride had led to a humbling defeat. The forest animals surrounded him, some shaking their heads, others smiling gently. Ricky learned a valuable lesson that day. Being overconfident and arrogant can lead to unexpected failure, while patience, persistence, and humility can achieve what seems impossible. Timmy, noticing Ricky's dejection, walked over and said kindly, "Ricky, this race is not about speed alone. It is about determination, patience, and consistency. You may be fast, but overconfidence can make you lose sight of your goal. I hope you understand that now." Ricky nodded slowly. "I do, Timmy. I see now that pride can blind even the fastest. Your victory is well deserved." From that day on, Ricky changed. He no longer boasted about his speed. Instead, he respected the efforts of others and learned to be patient and humble. Timmy, on the other hand, became a symbol of perseverance in the forest. Animals of all kinds came to him for advice, inspired by his determination and steady approach to life. Years passed, and the story of the race between Ricky and Timmy became legendary. Parents would tell their children about the race, reminding them of the importance of patience and consistency. "Remember," they would say, "slow and steady wins the race." And so, the forest remained a place where animals learned not only to be brave and skilled, but also to be humble, patient, and consistent. Ricky and Timmy remained lifelong friends, often walking together along the forest paths, sharing stories, and enjoying the beauty of the world around them. The lesson of the race lived on, teaching everyone that success is not just about being fast or strong, but about believing in yourself, staying focused, and never giving up, no matter how slow or small your steps may seem. Moral of the story. 1. Slow and steady wins the race. Consistent effort, even if slow, often leads to success. 2. Overconfidence can lead to failure. Bragging or underestimating others can make you lose. 3. Patience, consistency, and determination are key to achieve goals. Progress comes step by step. Giving up or rushing can prevent success. 4. Humility and respect for others are more valuable than pride. Being kind and modest earns respect, while arrogance can backfire.